Hello everyone, and welcome to your June 2023 monthly tarot reading. It's a timeless reading, so this could just be for the month ahead at the time that you're seeing this, or it could be for the month of June 2023. I'll leave that up to you. I want to start out this reading by giving you guys a little message. You might notice my video is a little late this week compared to how it usually is, and I kinda entirely missed this week. I'll be entirely honest with you. I've been feeling super burnt out, and mentally I just wasn't having too good of a week. And this week was actually my 19th birthday and everything, so I sort of was pretty busy this week. But I want to give you guys a bit of a message of that. This video was really hard for me to get in the right mindset for, and I feel like that's important for you to know, because if you're feeling stuck and burnout, I want you to remember not to force yourself to do things that you aren't mentally up to. If you feel spiritually and mentally and maybe even physically, if you feel like you aren't up to doing something, don't do it. I can't stress that enough. Just please cut yourself some slack, take a break. I was beating myself up all week for not really uploading, and I felt super bad about it because I'm like, the algorithm's gonna hate me. But the way I see it is, I just need to put faith in the fact that this is what I love, and people will see that even if I don't upload on a perfect schedule. I know if I made this video I wasn't in that good headspace, that this wouldn't have had such clear messages for you, and I won't be able to tell you everything you need to know. So always remember to look out for yourself above everything else. On that note, we will go ahead and get into your piles. We have pile 1 with the purple little kitty. We have pile 2 with the facepalming cat, and pile 3 with the beautiful little fox. The timestamps are going to be down below as always, and I really hope you guys enjoy your reading, and I'll see you there. Hello, my beautiful pile 1. Welcome to your June 2023 monthly tarot reading. So today we're going to start out with your basic tarot cards. The deck of the day is just my basic Rider-Waite tarot. This was my original deck, so it has a lot of meaning for me, so I did want to go ahead and use it finally for a reading. So we're going to start out here with your 3 of Pentacles. I feel like in the month of June, you're going to be really collaborating with the people around you. I feel like you're going to be getting better at what you're doing, and I feel like there might be a project right now that you're really working towards. And I feel like in June, it's finally going to take your full attention. You're going to really be able to focus on it and work with the people around you to get this project to the state where you really want it to be. And I feel like you're finally going to really be putting in the effort to get your wishes to come true with this. I do want to dive into the 7 of Swords next. I feel like, and Justice Reverse, both of these. I feel like in June, somebody could be being dishonest with you, or someone is pretending to be someone that they aren't. So in the month of June, be very careful and really know now who your friends are and who is more your enemy, and trying to hide that from you. I feel like right now there's a lack of accountability from someone. This could be you, or it could be this person who is trying to deceive you. And it's sort of this message about someone being corrupt and unfair, and they don't really take responsibility for their actions. Or there's a chance that right now you have the decision to confess something or hide it. I feel like there's a lot of dishonesty, and maybe it's with this project that you've been working on. And you can choose whether to be honest and take the morally right path, or protect yourself or protect someone and hide something. But this King of Swords shows up, which is about clarity and the truth being revealed. So if you do decide to hide something, my guess would be it's going to come up either way. So no matter how hard you try to hide this, I feel like it's going to come out no matter what. So to sort of make sure you make the good decision with all of this. Then we have the 5 of Wands reversed, which is sort of being unsure of where you stand. I feel like this could be the situation where there's dishonesty. I feel like you might not know what to do here. And you're sort of like in this conflict with yourself of, I don't know, should I snitch? Should I tell them, or should I keep it to myself? And we have that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is sort of about taking care of yourself. Because the Queen of Pentacles upright, it's sort of about taking care of the people around you. And I feel like right now you're being urged to take care of yourself above everything else. And for some of you, this project might be sort of making your life out of balance. So make sure you're keeping your life balanced with work and with your home life. And make sure you aren't putting so much time into this project that you're abandoning your other hobbies and passions and the people you love. And I see possibly making an agreement with a partner or a boss so that you aren't so overcommitted in one area. Next, I'll go ahead and hop into your oracle cards. So we're going to start out with the Animal Spirit deck, which this is the Dove Spirit card. This is all about having a big and compassionate heart. And it's a card of peace and beauty. And it's a message that you can bring peace to others through your smile and by sending them love, and speaking a kind word or listening to them with a compassionate heart. So right now you should do your part to uplift other people over bring them down. Basically, if you are an asshole and you're doing your part to sort of try your best to be a good person and to be there for others, I feel like this could help bring you peace. And soon you're going to sort of feel at ease again. Because I feel like in the past you might have had a lot of anxiety and things have been super rocky and messy. But I feel like in June things might finally start to slow down if you're really kind to the people around you. And if you make sure you just smile through it, you know what I mean? Then we have the Initiation, which says, rite of passage in crossing a threshold, and no, wait, postpone, say no. So the Initiation card, I'm sorry about that tarot card, I will fix it, that is a sin, okay. The Initiation is all about something being more worth it than you could have ever thought, and that a blessing or sort of like an opening into something that is sacred is coming in for you. And it's closer than you think. I feel like soon you're going to finally make it to like a checkpoint almost in your life. And I feel like this is a very important period for that. And the No card comes up. If you've been thinking about a question, this is your answer, right? There's a warning that's saying yes will drain you of your energy and your time, and you need to be very careful about that. And don't force things right now just because they seem like the only option. Even when it seems like you have no other options, something new will always come up and something will always come to save you from bad situations. Next up, we have the Last Quarter card, which says, what is holding you back? The last quarter is all about reevaluating your goals and making sure you know what you really want, and make sure you're releasing what is no longer serving you to make room for forgiveness in your heart. I feel like you might really hold grudges from the past, and that could even be present in that situation we talked about, those snakes. And I feel like forgiveness would be really helpful for you, or maybe even releasing those people who are detrimental to your mental health and your well-being. So really look around at your life right now and make sure nothing is holding you back, and make sure nothing will stop you from achieving your highest self. This deck does come with a spell for everything, but this spell is basically all about cleansing your space and really seeing what is working for you and what is not. So maybe just make yourself a list of what you think works in your life, and make a list of what you think is no longer serving you. And do the work and look into the work for releasing that. Next up, we have Shine from Within. Looks are only skin deep, true beauty shines from within. And it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. I feel like in the past you might have sort of hid who you are. And that card is sort of about showing who you truly are and accepting that and really being at peace with it and showing everyone who you are finally. Next up, we have the Violet Duchess. You might be feeling stifled, bored, or stuck. And this card is all about breaking the rules and taking the risk. So don't be afraid right now to take risks. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you truly believe in. I feel like the most important thing for you in June is to be yourself and surround yourself with people who support you for who you are. And to take risks and really do what you feel drawn to and what makes you happy. That is going to be all for your tarot reading. I know was pretty quick this time. Your messages weren't anything too, like, awful or, like, anything I need to really draw out, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I love you guys so much, and I really hope you enjoyed your reading, and remember, if it didn't align with you, you're welcome to pick another pile that you felt drawn to. I love you guys so much, and if you like the reading, feel free to like and subscribe and comment down below and let me know what pile you picked. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful pile 2 with the Modern Witch Tarot. Welcome to your June 2023 monthly tarot reading. We're going to start out today's reading with your basic cards. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I want to start out by picking out this Two of Wands here. I feel like in the month of June there's a decision that you're going to have to make. I feel like right now you're sort of like exploring your options and trying to decide what you want to do. And in June, make sure you just really get a clear plan and look at the pros and cons of the decisions that you're making. I'm sorry I'm so stuttery. You guys are something. Before this reading, I just want to say I procrastinated the hell out of your reading. So I feel like you're procrastinating a lot right now. I definitely get that vibe because I sat here for 40 minutes scrolling through reels and I physically could not stop. And I was like, I need to hurry, but you know. So yeah, you guys are definitely in that sort of stuck energy, which that also is vouched by that King of Pentacles in reverse, but we'll get into that. Just before you make a decision, make sure you know that it's what you really want to do. And go with what your heart says is right. We also have the Knight of Wands, which is all about pursuing a new idea. I feel like you have a new idea right now and you're trying to decide whether you really want to go for it. But remember to always follow your passion because your potential is limitless and you're protected. And as long as you really think about things before you go into it and make sure it really aligns with what you believe in and you make sure it's the right time for it, go for it. Take the risk because you're protected as you do this. Then we have that King of Pentacles in reverse, which is all about sort of feeling stuck in a rut, which that definitely matches the vibe I was feeling. My camera's gonna die. I hate it here. You guys stress me out. It's about feeling stuck and really making sure that you aren't being too money hungry and like hoarding your money. And make sure you aren't putting it before everything else. And maybe make sure you're spending it properly. Give me 1 second, we'll switch batteries. Anyways, you guys drive me crazy. You guys have that energy that just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it feels like anything that can go wrong for you lately has been. Which I'm sorry for that, because that's literally how I feel with your pile right now. Like, it's just this most stuck, like, boring, gross energy. And I really feel like in June you're likely going to get out of that. We also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is sort of about starting to work for yourself. I feel like in the past your work and home life balance has been sort of out of order, so you're spending too much time working and you're too focused on money that you're missing out on the other important aspects of life. And I feel like in June you might really work towards balancing that out better and spending more time with family and doing things that you love. I'll just fix that card for you. That's probably driving you absolutely batty. I'm sorry, I did not notice those. Then we have the Page of Swords in reverse here, which it's all about sort of acting in haste before you think things out. So make sure you're really making a plan before you go through things. That's a big message coming through for you. Is plan things out before you do them. Don't be stupid. Really make sure you know what you're doing before you do it and realize that things do have consequences. Things can have unexpected things that can happen in your life, so just be very careful about it. And I feel like you might be holding yourself back from being honest about something. Don't be afraid to speak up and speak about what you think about. Then we have the Eight of Cups, which is about deciding whether to walk away from something. And at that I will say, definitely listen to your heart. Your heart is going to be the biggest pro and con in all these scenarios in June. Follow your heart and know what you really want. Next, I'm going to go ahead and hop into your oracle cards. Your reading was surprisingly quick, honestly. We'll we'll start out with the Spirit Animal Oracle. We have the Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Sorry about my nail polish. And the Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. So in June, definitely begin clearing out your space and preparing it for abundance. By clearing out your space, this could be leaving an environment that's toxic to you. It could be getting people out of your life who are bad for you and toxic to you. Or it could quite literally mean cleaning your house, and I feel like you guys are the depression pit people, possibly. If you aren't, then that's very good and I'm happy for you, but I feel like you might be really slacking on taking care of yourself and your household, and I always call it the depression pit whenever I'm slacking, because sometimes I'll slack for like a couple weeks and then I just catch up on all of it in like one night in a burst of energy at like 3 a.m. and then I'm fine for a while. But I feel like you guys might be the type of people to do that. And in June, definitely take the time to clear your house of that negative energy and really get it ready to accept that summer, blooming, beautiful energy. Then we have the Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless, which that's basically saying that abundance is here for you right now. And a lot of good things are coming in for you. Next up, we have the Faceless Ghosts and the Haunted Girl, Ghost People. Which this card is all about making your own mark in the world. If every person is exactly the same, our world will be really boring. So just a reminder to always be yourself and to sort of show your personality and always be yourself, and don't just try to copy everyone else, because that's them. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like everyone else to be appreciated and loved. So always just to do what makes your heart happy and be what makes your heart happy. Don't do what makes other people happy. Then we have Vision, get clear on what you want. This card is all about really deciding what you want in life and creating a good space for yourself. So I feel like in June, the big thing for you is going to be making your life a better environment for you. Whether that's your home, your work-life balance, your friendships, your relationships, whatever that means for you, things in June are going to sort of start to clear up and feel a lot more yours. And you'll even start feeling more like yourself this month. Next up, we have Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. And the Great Gathering, it's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. So Dance with Life is all about changing your energy. It's about being stuck and doing something to sort of get out of that. Which this reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have watched Grey's Anatomy, but whenever something really bad happened to the main character, she would have a dance party with her best friend. And they'd literally dance it out. And that's the vibe I get from this. I don't care what it is that makes you happy, but it's all about doing something that makes you happy, change your energy, and get it out of this stuck and stagnant energy. This could be putting on some music and dancing along, it could be singing, it could be reading a book or taking time for self-care. Just in June, make sure you're taking time to de-stress from the day and you're taking care of yourself. And the Great Gathering is sort of about things coming together. I feel like in June, if you start to show your true self, you'll start to meet more people who are like you. You won't be chasing a group anymore and trying to be like them. Instead, you'll find yourself just falling into a place where you feel like you can be at home with a group of people. Especially when you're younger, you have a bad tendency of trying to be like the people you're around in work environments and things like that. You always just want to blend in, and that is such a toxic thing that you can do for yourself. Because when you pretend to be someone you aren't going to connect with the people around you, because they like the person you're pretending to be and not the person you truly are, which is terrible, but it's the truth. So if you're your true self and you're showing your true personality and your hobbies and your truth, I feel like you're going to bring in the people who are meant to be around you, because if you're looking for them, they're looking for you too. So, yeah. the big message for you in June is just be yourself and make sure you think things out before you do them and make the decision that you've been dreading. And get yourself out of this disgusting energy because, bruh, your reading. You know, I blame you guys. So, in the beginning of the video, you know how I said I was really procrastinating doing readings this week? I blame you fucks. I found it. I found the source of it. I 100% blame you guys. You guys are just like sitting there like, well, I could do this, but what if I don't want to? I 100% blame you guys for this. If I'm wrong, I am very sorry. Maybe this reading isn't for you, but you guys are 100% like just so stuck and like, I don't know. Just get yourself out of this energy. I don't care what you have to do. I don't care if you have to walk outside and dunk your head in like ice water. Like, I don't know what you guys need to do right now, but I hope you truly do something soon where you can sort of start being yourself again and where you can be truly happy and be yourself, because you deserve that. You really do. You deserve to get out of that depression pit energy. But yeah, I hope this reading did resonate with you guys, and I love you despite my bitching at you, don't worry. If you enjoyed your reading and it resonated, go ahead and comment down below and let me know that you are my pile too, that you are my depression pit bitches. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys. Hello, my beautiful pile 3. How are we today? We're going to start out your reading today with your normal tarot cards. So I'm going to start out with the Queen of Wands. In the month of June, you're sort of going to be getting to know your shadow self. I feel like you're going to really look deep within yourself and work on things and work on some of your negative qualities and things like that. But I also feel like you've dove deep down within yourself and you know what you want and you know exactly how you're going to get it at this point. Then with the Page of Swords, I feel like now that you know how to get sort of what you want, I feel like you're just getting more and more new ideas, and you might be starting a new project or going into things with a new approach on how to get what you want. June for you is all about massive change. We see that with the Eight of Wands, we see that with the Sun, we see that with the Page of Swords. A lot of new things are coming in, and Judgment. Honestly, all around with all your cards, I'm seeing so much like big change and new ways of communication and like things that you're learning and new projects. June is going to be super, super busy for you. I feel like you're absolutely bursting with energy and ideas right now, and you should go with the flow of this. Move quickly and follow these ideas, and don't just ignore them. I feel like in June with the Five of Cups in reverse that recently you might have sort of went through a setback that sort of... I feel like this setback really blocked your energy and made it hard for you to start new projects and work on projects, and I feel like it really hurt you. And I feel like in June you're going to finally start getting over this, and you're going to begin appreciating the lessons that you learned from the past. Because every time we're hurt, we learn a lesson, you know what I mean? In the past, you might have been extremely hurt by this, but now that you've had time to heal from it, you're realizing, hey, it's good that that happened because now I know not to do blank again. I have had a lot of experience with that in the past, and I am still very young, you know what I mean, but now that I'm getting older, I can really look back on my life and go, thank God that happened, otherwise I would have been gullible my whole life. Thank God that happened, otherwise I would have never learned to appreciate the people around me as much as I do now. You know what I mean? And I feel like in June you're finally going to have sort of an awakening with that, and really... I feel like you're really going to sort of realize how lucky you are in June in a way. People are going to see that you're finally more positive again, and they're going to be really drawn to you. I see the Seven of Wands in reverse, and it sort of is like about leaving behind things or not serving you. And in June, I feel like whenever you leave the past behind and leave the people who might be criticizing you or weighing you down, I feel like it's going to really bring you into that sun energy where you're positive and warm and fun and people want to be around you. And it'll even increase your physical health and your mental health. And I feel like that's what's coming in for you in June. Just to know that right now you are on the right path. I feel like you might find comfort in the month of June by confiding in friends. I feel like in the past you might have tried to avoid conflict by sort of compromising with people around you, and in June I feel like you can finally release that and start confiding in people again, and I feel like you might be taking a break from someone who's sort of learning how to communicate or letting go of them in your life, because it's at the point now that you've been through too much, excuse my language, bullshit to let people come into your life and wreck it whenever they're too immature for you or too young. And I feel like that's super important for you in June, is sort of realizing that you need to surround yourself with people who know how to communicate properly and who aren't going to weigh you down. Next up, we are going to go ahead and hop into your oracle cards. We have the Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle, and the Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. I feel like in June you're going to be letting go of things that no longer serve you, and the Rhino sort of serves as a reminder that you can overcome anything that's thrown your way, no matter how bad it is. I'll give you a little example. Just tonight I was reading from my old diaries, right? They were pre-pandemic. During the pandemic, I awoke to a lot of things. I think that was my spiritual awakening. I really learned who I really was. And looking back, little things felt like the end of the world back then. But I made it through. And I feel like that's something very important to remember, is when you look back on things and you're like, wow, I can't believe I was that upset about that. Remember that all your pain is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. No hurt lasts forever. My great-grandpa, when I was younger, used to always say, trying to think of it exactly. There's a few things combined in my brain. He always would be like, if it won't hurt I'm trying to think. If it's not going to cause problems in the morning, there's no reason to worry about it. And he was always big on, he was one of the calmest people I met in my life, and he was in a marriage for 60 years with my great-grandma before he passed away, and he always had a really beautiful way of looking at the world. He was never upset about anything. And I think that's really special. Because he just looked at his days and went, you know, I have a home, I have a beautiful wife, I have children who I love, and that's all that mattered to him. And grandchildren and great-grandchildren, that's all that really mattered. And he never let things get him down, and that's very important. I'm going on sort of a tangent here, but I feel like that's something you need to hear right now, is that while it matters today and it feels like the end of the world, I want you to really look at your problems and go, how long term is this going to be an issue? If your answer is more than 2 weeks or something like that, maybe then worry about it. But if you look at it and you go, you know, by tomorrow that's probably not going to hurt so bad, then just remember to sort of release it. I combined two of the cards here, and I'm sorry for that, but yeah, just remember that you can overcome anything in life. So don't get too held up whenever you have things that go wrong, because they're only temporary. There's always a detour in the road. Next up, we have Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. In the month of June, make sure you're speaking your truth and you're being strong. In the past, people have really taken advantage of your peaceful nature, And I feel like you need to begin to protect yourself more. I feel like you need to get to know people more, and it's not even that. I feel like from here on, because of those past situations, you're going to learn not to allow people to take advantage of you anymore. And you're going to learn to sort of stand up for yourself, and you aren't going to back down anymore. So no matter how down you're feeling, don't allow people to walk all over you. Always protect yourself. Then we have trust your path. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? This is all about facing where you're meant to be, facing your true path. Use your heart as a compass right now. Follow your heart and do what you want to do. If you feel like things are never going to get better, just know that things are going to work out even better for you than you could even imagine. Trust your path and let your heart lead the way, let your soul lead the way, let the universe lead you to where you're meant to be. Because things are going to get so good for you. They really are. And I don't want to be one of those self-help books. It's like, well, it'll all be okay tomorrow. Everything always gets better. But things really do always get better. Then we have True North. Stay true to yourself. So don't be so negative. Stop talking badly about yourself. Stop living your life based on expectations of others. Right now you need to stand firm on things that make you happy and make decisions that are coming from your true self. That's 2 cards back to back about really being yourself and trusting your true self. So that's really big for you right now. Make sure you love yourself and appreciate yourself, and remember, your body has carried you through so much in life, and you should really start appreciating it more and appreciating yourself more, because we all sort of live through life on autopilot, and well, you might have been on autopilot for a long time. You need to remember that each day you wake up, each day you get out of bed, you know what I mean? Or some days you don't, but either way you're still living. And you need to love yourself for that. You need to love yourself and be proud of yourself for each day that you're here. And remember how blessed you are. I feel like as soon as you tap into this and tap into your gratitude and your heart and soul and that true peaceful and kind nature that is within you, things could really get good. Just start living yourself and living your life for yourself instead of for others. That's a big thing for you. Then we have the lost and found cards. Sorry about my chair. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. This could quite literally be an object that you've lost, but I don't think it is. I feel like along the way you've lost yourself, and in June you're really going to wake up and find yourself again. And that's a big thing I see for you, is finding yourself and miracles coming in, and overall just such positivity and warmth and happiness. And June is going to be really great and eye-opening for you, and I'm so excited for you for that. I'm sorry for being a little bit tangent-y today. I did miss recording, even though I was super burnt out and didn't want to do it today, but I finally pushed through and got to do it. But I just want to say thank you to you guys for sticking around and hearing me ramble. And I really hope you guys enjoyed your reading. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be here next month, and I typically upload every week. Comment down below and let me know what pile you picked, and I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye, guys.